Hello everyone, and we're back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney,
Newspapers
Gossip,
for all.
or that,
Or, it's the same thing.
Adrian Andrews. There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Creta were having secret meetings. You, who is keeping tabs on Mr. Creta, you're going to reveal this fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy.
Juicy.
Good stuff? Juicy? What is this juicy? And
What
does
is it? Like, do we now have to investigate juiciness?
Probably so. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't.
Innocent? He was gonna make it a public display. I say everyone call that innocent.
Exactly. You didn't spy on Mr. Creta because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing.
Thanks, I actually don't know where you're going right now.
Real reason that you set up that camera in Mr. Creta's room was...
I have no idea, Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't either. Hey, so... before we get back to the real stuff, we are going to show you a thing. Take that! If I really wanted to set up a spy camera, I would have set it up in Juan's room. It would be in your office, dude. Huh? My office? Well, dude, you're always saying really absurd things, right? It'd be like getting the Comedy Channel for free.
Such a hardcore burn that it kills him.
It literally
Is
kills
that, I wonder if that's considered like a corona offense.
Yeah, I don't know. What would happen if someone was talking to their lawyer and their lawyer just like keels over and their soul shatters?
Death by insult.
Yeah. Death by sick
Is that
burns.
manslaughter?
I don't know. That might be involuntary manslaughter. But involuntary manslaughter aside, we've got some real lawyer work to do.
Yeah,
Take
no,
that!
Bullshit. Makes no sense.
What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. A certain gigolo. Oh, wait, no. The man's name is Shelly the Killer.
Well, it could be a gigolo name. At least Shelly could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Shelly makes more sense for a gigolo's name than a freaking killer's name. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer. That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? Really don't know him. Why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any more mistakes now.
Right, so he could never.
Mr. Matt Engard, I know why you know Mr. D. Killer. It's because you're hero of justice.
Fuck it, we gotta show it.
We gotta. Completely freaking necessary.
Super puppy does whatever a puppy does.
It's because you're the great hero of justice, the Nickel Samurai. Dude! You spied on that room to do one thing and one thing only. To expose Shelly the Killer's fiendish plot.
I mean, honestly, we win.
Okay, if that's what you think, then whatever, dude. The feeling that wasn't quite it.
He went with it pretty well, though.
Yeah, he did.
He solved the case for you.
Exactly. I think we should go with it. It would make our job much easier. But, yeah.
There's another one that's wrong, but it doesn't sound as funny, so I guess we're just gonna go with your client.
Yeah. since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room.
Maybe he actually hired him for like a threesome, but they just had a misunderstanding.
Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe he misunderstood, and then he was like, the killer? I want you to shoot that woman. And then he like hang up, and the killer's like, okay, I might as well do it.
Makes sense. It's a common misunderstanding. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client, that's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Engard. Here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. Engard, you really did hire? Well, that's what we've been fighting this entire time to prove. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? What?
And this is gonna be interesting.
This is indeed. That's the best line ever, though. If I had... I
need to speak to my lawyer, myself.
Exactly. Consult myself. Well, I guess it's probably...
Is he a stunt double?
Anyway. I'm more of thinking that maybe he has a split personality. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Boom.
So wait, is he also... Oh my god, that is fuck. Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm gonna take my things and run gone.
Why?
Because it's fucking creepy, man. I don't want to see that. How does he even hide that? How did he get that drink?
I don't know how
let him in with his... Oh my god, that is fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's really creepy. Like I said, I think it's split personality.
I didn't know split personality does that to you.
Well, you know.
How does he hide that?
It's pretty impressive.
I don't want to hug him anymore.
Well, that's good. At least...
Do you want to hug? Like, imagine hugging him and then you, like, see that and, like, I think I want to leave.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's why he doesn't get any more... That's why he doesn't get girls in him for anymore.
And wait, they didn't put him in a fucking mask? Like, they put the other dude in a mask because he's so ugly and this guy gets to walk free.
Actually, I think the costume he wears has a mask.
But no one's, like, talks about him always being in
yeah.
a mask and all that.
Well, you know, apparently his hair is OP and hides his scar pretty well.
Jesus Christ, that is fucking creepy.
Oh, Sapare.
I mean, come on. Like, what did he do? Did he, I'm pretty sure he got this scar by, like, picking up his house cat and, like, scratched it, but he just decided he has to look really evil now.
Yeah, that's fair. It does look like a cat scratch, but really deep, like if he, like, I don't know, fought a tiger or something.
Tiny tiger.
Yeah. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Engard. Unlock successful. Yes!
I don't know if you want to make my yes, so I don't know what things.
Yeah, I don't know. So...
So the police officer was like, I'm just gonna let this I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Exactly. Though I don't know where he got his magically appearing chocolate drink? I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Chocolate bag, so he's this good. That explains a lot.
Oh, yeah, alright. So, your smart secret.
So why are you a vampire?
I don't know. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You
God,
really...
you're creepy. I can't get over. I'm sorry, but he's really... I can't look at him. There's something about it that makes me really unnerved.
Oh man, I didn't know you were so unnerved by
This is fucking like imagine taking away like the face part.
Uh-huh.
There's only the eyes and the mouth. You put
Yeah.
that on a black screen, and it would be one of the most terrifying things you have ever seen.
You
I
know,
swear
it
to you.
would be. I'm surprised there aren't more Phoenix Wright creepypasta type games. I'd play it. Defending Slender Man. You really are Shelley the Killer's client? You don't
At least now
really...
he's not creepy.
You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself.
And I honestly, like, I know we think that it's like split personality, but wouldn't like this bird assume that spirit just took over his body? Because I mean, that's what like I would assume if I was some spirit medium woman who
Yeah.
probably has never had a split personality. I mean, this is what normally happens in this society.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be all that surprised if that's what she had thought. Of course, it'd be kind of hard to explain it to her, but yeah. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
So wait, he made him. That's. He made Shelley kidnap the woman so that he would defend him.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it is pretty darn clever. Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been even cleverer if he hadn't even been incriminated in the crime in the first place.
Yeah.
So if he had hired a better killer, it probably would have been better.
Probably. Honestly, we would have never been onto him if you weren't so dumb about this camera thing. For someone who looks so evil...
Why did he set up the camera? Just to watch Shelley kill the dude?
I guess so.
But I mean, then he set up the camera to watch Shelley kill the dude, and he still didn't manage to like stop himself from being incriminated in a crime.
Yeah, exactly. You think he'd literally, like, I don't know, just turn over the videotapes or something. I mean, I know he personally couldn't because it'd be suspicious, but Shelley the Killer could just send in the videotapes and be like, yeah, somebody else killed the guy. It was me.
Right.
Sorry.
It was me. He just walks into the police station like, hey, I got some like evidence. He's like, you look kind of familiar. Nah, I'm just a cosplayer.
Yeah, exactly.
You're lying. What a terrible.
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
Oh, that pinky ass. But why? Why do you hide the video camera and...
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian.
Right, I mean, I'm pretty sure if he was like, I killed the dude, and then it's like, the dude is dead, he probably killed the dude, just say.
Yeah, probably. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all, assassins. You know, it seems like it... I know where he's going with this. He set it up so he would know who killed the guy, but, I mean, come on, if you hire an assassin and someone shows up dead, do you really need to know
That's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
if the guy's like, I killed a dude, and the dude is dead, then yeah, I think he's dude. Like, I think what he's more going for is, like, he has evidence of the assassin can't, like, backstab him.
Yeah, probably
Like, that's what I think
so.
he's kinda going for, but... I'm assuming if you're gonna hire like the most famous assassin in the world, you can at least expect him not to backstab you, otherwise he's probably not the most famous assassin in the world.
Exactly. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads.
Yeah, like, I don't see that. Like, I can see it by like some low guys, but I'm assuming the top assassin in the world wouldn't do that because it would kind of ruin his reputation.
Exactly. I'd assume so as well. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why.
Yes, That's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time.
I don't know. The assassin would just kill you, I think.
Yeah.
Like if I did that to, like, I don't think if I did that to an assassin, if I was an assassin, someone did that to me, I'd be like, okay, have fun making out with your face and like fucking like acid.
Yeah, you.
Even if I wasn't gonna like blackmail you, I feel cheated. Like, I'm sure this went against like the contract that we signed. You can't just like record me. You didn't pay copyright on me.
Exactly. You gotta pay Hasbro for that shit, Mr. Engard. That I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want.
But you kind of stuck in jail, so that sucked.
That video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
I wonder how it works by law. Like, the police guy is seeing all of this. Like, is he like prohibited from telling anyone about this?
You know, you'd think he'd see all of this. I still don't know how that police guy over there is supposed to work. Because I get the feeling it's supposed to imply that he's not really a character, but I don't know why he's even there.
Didn't they have like a camera recording of us talking to the guy before?
Yeah, there's
like
literally a camera up there.
But didn't they even use it as evidence in court in one case? They did. It was a woman who went back into the body and all that.
Yeah, well, that was, I remember that, and that was actually a picture that was illegally used in the case. It was weird.
Okay. I was like, otherwise we have like evidence of this guy being completely weird.
Yeah.
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up. What? And I can. Good enough answer
He has
for...
like a problem with this.
He does.
He hates kids.
I guess he does. He's like, I'm a grown-up and I can kill people.
My parents always said I could go on hiring assassins. And look at me now. I hire other assassins.
Aww.
Why? Why would you kill Mr. Kurita?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
I would say, I would give him credit, they kinda already did that well, like, I wish I'd done it a little bit earlier, but that whole him being a player kind of thing.
Yeah.
It already hinted at something like this.
Yeah.
So, again, it did it so late in the case where, like, 10 minutes later it turns out he's evil, but they should have done it a little bit earlier in the case where, like, you had more implications that he was evil, because he never came over as evil.
Exactly. I think they could have used a little more foreshadowing, but I think it's the idea is the shock effect, so they did rather.
His face is enough shock.
Well, exactly. It makes it all the more shocking when he pulls his hair back and it's like, oh my gosh, he's Mr. Hyde or Dr. Jekyll, whichever. I guess Dr. Jekyll is evil.
No, but isn't it Dr. Hyde and Mr. I don't even know.
Whatever, the evil one of the two.
Evil. So he's been Kamina Pie.
I was actually when you said that, I was actually thinking of, yeah, no, never mind. He is Pinkamena Pie, basically. It's all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Kuida had been able to give it, then Mr. Engard's secret would.
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation. You know,
Which is, in all fairness though, that means that I was kind of correct when I said earlier the reason that we wanted to present the number 16 sign was because of that press conference.
Right. Yeah,
actually, in a way, I said it wasn't related to the press conference.
Yeah, that is true.
In a long kind of roundabout way it was.
I had no interest in doing it, really. But bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
By doing what? Killing the dude?
I guess.
Because, I mean, he must have acted really quickly on this. Like, considering he had to hire an assassin and tell him when to commit the murder and set up the camera. Like, he did this all in like a day or something.
Yeah, well, I assume assassin stuff is the kind of thing you want to, plan speedily.
Wait, no, I would assume he set this up a long time ahead of time.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
And that's how Mr. Kurita ended up dead.
And that's how Equestria was made. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone.
That's why I hire assassins.
People are simply things to be used, and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them.
Unless it's KFC. No one will eat that.
Indeed. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer.
Right, honestly, I would flash up and like, really? Not really? It's like, oh, magic stones just kind of fucked up.
I know, seriously.
This would have been a short case if the magic stones were like, oh yeah, he's a killer.
It would have been pretty nice if they had to backfired, but whatever.
What the fuck did he... I don't know what you guy asked, but he must have asked something stupid.
We asked it really directly. We asked if he was the killer, and he said no.
These magic stones are picky.
The magic stones are picky. But yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. I agree, though, they're picky. When I played it at first, I thought it made sense, but now I'm like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't make sense, but it is really specific.
It's contrived, but yeah.
Yeah. Everyone, all working their butts off for me. Their Larry butts. Matt Engard!
You know, I still find this whole, like, it's nice now, but you're still in jail. Like, you can tell me all about how amazing your plan for the Master Race is, but if you're gonna be stuck in a bunker getting bombed by, like, B-12 bombers, you're still stuck in that other day.
Yeah. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. Admittedly, I can't fully blame him. He didn't count on the fact that his, person is a freaking psychopath.
His assistant?
Yeah.
His manager? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she is fucking crazy, I think I said.
Exactly. I mean, I can't really say he didn't count on that on account of it being, well, out of freaking nowhere. It's like he hires an assassin, she's like, I know who did the murder, and just like...
She's amazing. She guessed correctly.
Yeah, she is. You know what? She definitely is, because you would expect she would be wrong with that kind of logic. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she walked down the street, saw a hobo, and was like, I know who killed him, and just shoved a knife in him.
Why, they just walk down the street, shoot a random guy, and it turns out that guy was going to become Hitler. Like, man, she says a word. That's amazing.
Exactly. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been deceived by you all of this time? When we first met, I asked you if you'd killed Juan Corrida. Yeah, we remember that. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. Person who did the killing was that The Killer guy.
Oh yeah, that's just what I was gonna point out.
Mm-hmm.
He has a nice speech now, but I think he just fucked himself, kind of. Because, we could literally go to the killer and be like, yeah, we know who hired you. We know why you are doing this for him. Because of, you know, the whole having it on recording. But we also know that the recording is in this house, like, almost 100% certainly, because we have the camera.
Right.
If we can literally give you the recording, you give us a woman, and fuck that dude.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you would think we'd be able to do that, because though we can't go directly to the killer because we don't know what he looks like, we have the walkie-talkie. We should be able to just, I don't know, try and communicate.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, Okay, I mean, I guess I thought we knew that the butler was the killer, but I guess we don't know that the butler is the killer, but we could still, like, call him on the
Right,
walkie-talkie.
exactly, yeah.
No, I mean, now I would say it's become kind of obvious that the butler probably is the killer.
Yeah, yeah. All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room.
See, a cat did scratch his face because he snapped on it.
Oh, yeah.
He fell
You.
asleep on a cat, don't do that.
It's not a great idea. You killed Mr. Kurita. Ha ha ha. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow.
It would be nice if you did. Like, I don't actually like Maya. You killed Mr. Kurita.
Ah, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? Could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Ah, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing that you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya.
You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear.
Here's why I didn't trust him. Exactly.
Exactly. I don't trust people who claim they're truthful. It's just my style.
Which is why I trust him to do this.
Yeah. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel.
Scoundrel. What even fair did you do, Phoenix?
Well, I guess we're seeing what he's referring to us now. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire... What?
I don't even know what an esquire is.
No, either.
I know what a squire is, but I don't know what an esquire is.
I don't know. I wish I knew right now, because I don't know what he's trying to say to us. I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. Such a cliché phrase. Juan said something like, just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we?
Wait, when did he say that to you? I'm kind of curious what the fuck he did.
I don't know.
Because he must have really pissed them off for him to say that, otherwise it's really out of place.
Well, to be fair, he was going to do a press conference to ruin Mr. Engard's,
Live.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have done that without a good reason.
He could have, but I think the idea is that he didn't.
Saying, oh, this guy is like a superstar, no one knows that he's completely insane. I kind of like it, and at the same time, I'm really confused.
Yeah. It's funny, there are actually a few times I had trouble keeping silent about it, because I know one time you mentioned that it would be cool if we had to defend, like, a guilty client or something.
So no, I'm still not. Like, you said he's like, but he doesn't really have a split personality then.
Yeah,
But he
you're
doesn't
right.
imply that.
It hasn't. I said that, and at first I forgot if he had, but you're right, he doesn't. He's just
outright evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Which actually makes me really sad.
Why?
I don't know, like, I like that guy so much. Because it's not, I guess with that, the way that he flipped, it's not like he really, like, oh, he's the same guy, he's just evil. It almost feels more like he killed the guy that he was a moment ago. It does feel a lot more like a split personality than anything.
Yeah. Well, that's why I stated, because it does kind of feel like that, even though that's not at all implied. But, yeah, in a way, though, I guess that's what I like about it, because, he's probably one of our most likable clients. Yeah. He does. Good night, Mr. Lawyer. I think, like, we've said that about a lot of characters in this game. Lots of zombies running around. Maya's a zombie, Edgeworth's a zombie, this guy's...
Right, yeah, so I just, about their specific frames, he looks like a zombie 100% of the time in evil mode.
Yeah, that's fair. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now... Oh, wait. I think this is... Now you finally found it. Oh. Well, goddammit. Hi, Edgeworth.
It's tried a few voices, but yeah. The starting line of this case.
Edgeworth.
No? The other dude, obviously, you fucking mon. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. I told you was gonna be there. Let's picnic.
Let's go on a picnic now that you know that your client is evil.
Well, right. What are you going to do if you plan on changing your defense? No! We can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
What? What should I do? And how do you know all of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we told him.
Oh, I guess.
We
Yeah,
told
yeah,
him
that's
Maya
true.
thing, and then he was gonna have the super squad.
Right,
We
right.
still don't know what the super squad is actually doing.
Yeah,
Probably super banging each other.
probably.
That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Right. You can only decide where to go from here. That line would have made more sense if I read it correctly, because I'm like, what does it mean? But then I read it again, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that feel.
1 year ago, at that time, I didn't really understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office.
And fake my own death as well.
Right. Well, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I felt that I couldn't understand, that I couldn't stand in the court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. But now, Wright, it's your turn. Go on an airplane and leave for a year, and then come back. Imagine if we did that. It's like, oops, I think I forgot something.
Yeah, seriously. My turn.
What is this thing called? A lawyer. What can you do as one?
What is a lawyer but a miserable pile of secrets?
Right, I guess it's like good.
Yeah.
You must find the answer. You must find it on your own.
You know, I guess that's pretty cool in a way, but at the same time, what even?
At the same time, what if his answer is like, I don't get shit drunk, you know? So he's like,
Yeah.
God damn it, Edgeworth, God damn it, Phoenix, you got my kid. Yeah, you told me to do what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Also, how did leaving for a year teach you about this situation? Like, I feel like you'd have another
Maybe.
breakdown. He left for a year to find out how to deal with being a lawyer, and then he gets back and he's like, Maya's kidnapped and I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna leave again.
Maybe he left for a year and all he was doing was in like a flight simulator. He was testing what to do in case Maya gets kidnapped.
It was really meta. He left for a year and played the first Phoenix Wright game nonstop.
Oh, the second one actually. That explains why he knows so much.
Oh yeah, exactly. Edgeworth, you bastard! You read my book. Your book, whatever. I read
my book before I wrote it.
Exactly. Mr. OP. Oh, look at his stupid, smug, glancing face.
Yeah, he's smart considering the situation sucks for everyone.
Exactly. Well...
Innocent people might be dying left and right, but I'm so swag.
I can imagine Edgeworth saying that kind of... At least thinking that. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time.